My name is Seye Ogunlewe Jr. I'm a 25-year-old man or boy, whichever one you want to call it. I'm Nigeria's 100-meter champion, also Nigeria's fastest man. I'm a fun-loving person and just easygoing. Apart from running, I watch football. I'm obsessed with Manchester United. If you follow me on Twitter, you will know that I am obsessed with Manchester United. So that is what I do. I chill with my friends when I have the opportunity to, and I sleep, I rest. That is what I do for fun, to be honest. When did I decide to become a professional athlete and what motivated me? This was when I was in school in Ireland. I used to run for fun and I qualified for the World Juniors in 2010. This was without doing any training. And after that, someone came up to me and said, "You qualified for the World Juniors." I didn't even know I qualified for the World Juniors. Then Nigeria contacted me that, "Would you like to go for the World Juniors?" But then I didn't really see it as anything that I would like to do in the long run. I just thought it was just something normal. But after I came to school, I moved from Ireland to England. I started training professionally, and since then, I just realized that I could do this at the highest level. My goal as a professional athlete, if we're talking about the performance side, is to win many medals, is to become one of the best in the world consistently, year in, year out, and just for a period of time, because I don't want to do this for too long. I just want to do it for a period of time. But during that time, I want to be known as one of the best athletes in the world. The reason why I ran for Nigeria was first because of my parents. My dad did not really see it as anything of me actually going to go and run for another country. It was nothing to talk about then. And also, it was my goal of inspiring people in Nigeria and kids who want to be like me, to actually follow their goal. My experience when I won something big, I cannot really remember what. I think it has to be a high school, because I have to go back to when I first started, when I won the 100 meters in tower sports, and this was like a rivalry thing between my house and the other house. Nobody thought I was going to win, but for some reason I won. That was big. That made me feel over the moon, and I think that was the first big win, I'll call it. But looking at it back now, I won't call it big, but back then it was huge. I've done various competitions for my school and Nigeria. I've been to the Commonwealth Games, I've been to the African Championships, I've been to Olympics, and that's it. I've been to all African Games, so I've been to all the major championships that there is, to be honest. What the experience was like at the Olympics. Firstly, when I qualified, I did not really think too much into it. Before I qualified, I was thinking I was thinking much about it. But after I did it, I just set another goal to be like, okay, what would you do when you get to the Olympics? But me actually going to the Olympics was the best feeling ever. I was rubbing shoulders with the best of the best in the world. Name them: Serena Williams, Novak Djokovic, Andy Murray, Usain Bolt, Michael Phelps. These guys were just walking on the street. You could just say hi to them, and it was just. And after that, I realized that, okay, you're meant to be here. And one of the things that I took from the Olympics was when I was like, none of these guys have 2 heads or 3 legs. These people are just normal people like me and you. That was what I took from there, saying, okay, you can be one of the best in the world in whatever you want to do if you put your mind into it. Also, a turning point at the Olympics was when I walked into the stadium and saw 60,000 people screaming. That was mind-blowing, and that's an experience I can never forget. My greatest motivation has been my dad, because he started from nothing to where he is right now, and he's respected by a lot of Nigerians generally, and myself. He has done things that I grew up wanting to do, and watching him grow day by day just motivated me to do what I want to do. In sports, Usain Bolt is the person that I look up to. Watching him in 2008 just made me realize that I can do it. I didn't really know what it took. I just thought if I put the effort in, I'll get to the Olympics one day. And yeah, looking at him grow to what he is right now just inspired me as a person. Having seen Usain Bolt in the last few races, he didn't make me feel anyway, because one day he will get beaten, but we cannot disregard what Usain Bolt has done for the sport and judge that on 2 races. when Usain Bolt is in 100% condition, we know what he brings to the table. So that's just, the last 2 races was just, it's basically, there's no need in us looking at that. He's still Usain Bolt, he's the greatest athlete ever. And yeah, that's what I feel, to be honest. 10 years, whew. I would have my performance center. I'll be training athletes or sporting stars who want to be elite. And I'll have my law and politics degree. Well, I already have that. I don't think I would dive into that aspect, to be honest, but I'll just be inspiring people to do whatever they want to do. I don't look that far. I'll be married, hopefully, with kids. And I've not really thought about what I'll be doing in the next 10 years because I set medium-term, short-term, and long-term goals. So maybe I need to start thinking about that. But hopefully I'll have my medals and I'll be one of the best athletes in the world by then. I don't have any regrets of becoming a professional athlete because I love what I do. I love traveling around the world. I love running with the best athletes in the world. But I just feel that things can be set up properly. Talking about the system and Nigeria and how they help athletes to become what they want to become. I feel that could be better and that will make athletes not regret their decisions in the long run, you know, because I'm just fortunate. I'm lucky that I have people who support me. For instance, UBA Bank, Temple Management, my family, my friends, you know, those are the kind of people that support me. And I don't know what I'll be doing without them. But I just feel that aspect will make things easier for myself and other athletes as well. So I won't really call it regrets. I'll just say things need to change in that position, really. What do I want to do when I finish track? I've been thinking about this for a period of time, and there are different things in my head. I'm a very business-minded kind of person, so I don't just run and keep all my money in my account or whatever I make. I'm business-minded as well. I need to think about what I need to do to gain more, you know. But one of the things I want to do, I want to set up a Seye Ogunlewe training center. I don't know where that will be. So that will be for sporting stars, football teams, basketball teams. So they have that system in place. They don't have to go to a different country to get what they want. You know, it will be for rehabilitation, it will be for training, it will be for, you know, that setup. So that is one of my major goals in the long run. And also, I want to write a book. I want to do my documentary in the long run. And I want to give these books to people in schools to actually read and understand that I came from that background. And if I can do it, they can do it as well. It will be my joy in 10 years' time, as you said, if I watch a program or TV and I see some guy who has done great things and he said, oh yeah, I listened to Seye Ogunlewe's documentary or I read his book and he has made me what I am today. That will give me utmost joy and pleasure. What I would say to inspire young athletes that are upcoming is to love what they do and just put in 110% effort and don't cheat yourself. You know, you can never cheat the grind. You need to put in a lot of work, a lot of determination, and you need to be disciplined. And if you have all that, you will get to wherever you want to get, and you have to believe in your ability and yourself. You know, if you don't believe in your ability, if you don't believe in yourself, you might not get there, but it's always good to try. And just keep pushing. Don't let anyone determine what you're going to be. You know, don't let anyone determine your future. You need to go through it yourself, and that is what I would tell any youngster coming up who wants to be a professional athlete or who wants to do anything, to be honest.